political earthquake just hit Tokyo. On February 8th, the Liberal Democratic Party didn't just win, they fundamentally rewrote the rules of Japanese governance. With 316 seats, accounted for approximately 68% of the entire House of Representatives, Prime Minister Sanae Takaichi now holds a supermajority that could accelerate Japan's technology and defense roadmap at the speed we haven't seen in the post-war era. Welcome to Japan Digital Asset Weekly, episode 70. I'm Keisuke, CEO of Wakyodo and a venture partner at Oniri Capital. Today, we're stepping back from our usual weekly news to provide a comprehensive deep dive into the historic 2026 general election results. For overseas executives and institutional investors, this Sanae one-strong era is a total game changer. In just 5 minutes, I'll break down the new political dynamics and explain why Japan has suddenly become the most predictable and aggressive market in the region. Stay with me until the end. The results represent a complete resurrection of the Japanese political map. Prime Minister Sanae Takaichi's LDP secured 316 out of 465 seats, which is roughly 68% of the legislative power. This marks the largest number of seats ever won by a single party in Japan's post-war history. Equally shocking is the total collapse of the main opposition. The Centrist Reform Alliance, which entered the election with 167 seats, was decimated, clinging to just 49. To understand this loss, you have to look at the CR's origins. It was a party of convenience. A last-minute merger between the former Constitutional Democratic Party and Komeito created purely as a survival tactic for this election. Because it was a rash marriage of ideological opposites, it failed to present a unified vision to the public. Voters rejected this marriage of convenience in favor of the LDP's clear, assertive direction. With the opposition in ruins, the LDP now holds a clear mandate to bypass upper house delays. For years, we saw the politics of indecision. That era is dead. This consolidation means that policy implementation, from tax reform to digital asset regulation, will now move at a command and control pace under the Prime Minister's office. In this new era of high-speed governance, local insight isn't just an advantage, it's your survival kit. As your strategic partner for Japan's regulated digital assets, Wakyodo bridges the gap between your GTM strategy and the empowered policymakers now driving the market. With this absolute mandate, PM Takaichi is launching Sanaenomics. This is a total industrial pivot toward economic security. The centerpiece is an aggressive fiscal plan, including a temporary 0% consumption tax on food, a 5 trillion yen tax cut designed to shock the economy out of its stagnant consumption patterns. But the real story for us is the crisis management investment. The government has identified 17 strategic sectors, including AI, semiconductors, quantum technology, and space defense. We are looking at a concentrated investment of over 7.75 trillion yen. For those involved in blockchain infrastructure and the tokenization of real-world assets, this is a massive green light. The government is viewing technology as the primary engine for national survival. This is why the Nikkei 225 surged past 57,000. Global investors are betting on Japan's technological rebirth. This election also solidifies PM Takaichi's position as a strong leader on the global stage. She has built a remarkably close relationship with US President Donald Trump, focusing on active deterrence. The Takaichi administration is pushing for the joint production of missiles and the shared operation of repair hubs for US naval vessels in Japan. This shift toward active deterrence regarding the Taiwan contingency is causing friction with China, but it provides a clear, predictable security framework for Western companies. Japan is positioning itself as the most stable and reliable technological and military hub in the Indo-Pacific. This geopolitical stability is a prerequisite for long-term institutional investment in Japan's digital asset markets. Finally, look at the cultural shift. The rise of Team Mirai, a new party led by AI engineer Takahiro Anno, which secured 11 seats, is a signal of things to come. Running on a platform of technology-led politics, they are advocating for push-type administration, using blockchain and AI to automate government services. The success with the 18 to 39 demographic, where over 16% supported the LDP's vision, showed that the next generation of Japanese voters is tech-literate. This grassroots support for digital transformation creates the perfect social environment for the mass adoption of tokenization and digital finance. The takeaway is simple. Japan's political risk has vanished. With a 68% supermajority and the collapse of fragmented opposition, institutional use cases will now scale rapidly. Japan is no longer a wait-and-see market. It is a fortress of innovation, where the political will finally matches technological potential. That's all for episode 70 of Japan Digital Asset Weekly. If you found this episode helpful, please like, subscribe, and share. Thanks for watching, and see you next Monday.